friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna make a loose mineral powder foundation. So first I'm gonna show you a normal version of it, and then I'm gonna show you a mattifying version. So you will only need three basic ingredients, which are the mineral colorant powders that we're gonna mix together to make our foundation. The first ingredient you will need is zinc oxide, which comes in this white powder, and you've probably seen it in my older videos because I use it quite a lot for my tutorials. So I know some of you might be concerned with the toxicity of zinc oxide, but that's why you have to get a no-nano form of it. Since the word itself says no nano, which means it's not nano, it's not going to be absorbed by your skin because the molecules are too big. And so at the end of the day, when you will wash off your makeup, you will wash off also all the zinc oxide that you had on your skin. Personally, I really like zinc oxide. I've been using it for years and I've never had any problems with it. Also, you have to know that zinc oxide can give your mineral powder an SPF that goes from 10 to 20. And that is because zinc oxide is what they use for sunblock creams to keep sunlight away from your skin. So it will give your foundation a double use. But it's really important that you get a cosmetic grade zinc oxide. The second ingredient you will need is a yellow iron oxide, which comes in this yellow mustardy powder. And it looks very dark, but it's because it's super pigmented, and if you when you will mix it with the zinc oxide, it will become of a bright yellow. So the last ingredient you will need will depend on your skin color. So you will rather need a red iron oxide or a pink iron oxide, and this depends on the shade of your skin. If you have cool undertones, then you will probably need the pink iron oxide. If you have warm undertones, then you will need the red one, and you can check this by looking at the veins on your wrist. If they look green, that you have warm undertones, and if they look blue, then you probably have cool undertones. And if you can't see if the veins on your wrist are green or blue, then you probably have a neutral skin tone like me, so you will have to use both of them. So if you want to make a more mattifying mineral foundation powder, then you want to add one extra ingredient, and you can choose between white clay and pink clay. So you can choose either one depending on the fairness of your skin. If you want it to look more pink, then choose the pink one. If you want it to look more white, then choose the white clay. It's up to you. So now the tools you will need are a precision balance as usually, some measuring spoons, and of course you will also need a small container for your mineral foundation. I'm using a 10 grams one because I'm gonna make quite a lot of it. And if you don't have an old mineral powder container, then you can just use a pot. Now for the last two, you can rather use a mortar and pestle, or you can use a coffee grinder, which is even better because grinding it up will give you a more homogeneous mineral powder.
So first of all, take your precision balance and your measuring cup and start adding 10 grams of zinc oxide. When done, take your zinc oxide and transfer it into your grinder or into your mortar and pestle if you don't have a grinder. Then take your yellow iron oxide and add 2 grams to your measuring cup. Add that to your coffee grinder as well. Then take your red iron oxide and add 0.5 grams into your measuring cup. Then take 1.5 grams of pink iron oxide. If you have a warm skin tone though, only use 1 gram of red iron oxide or 2 grams of pink iron oxide if you have a cool skin tone. Add that to your coffee grinder too. Then put your precision balance away and start grinding everything up. So you're gonna grind up everything for 15 seconds and then let it rest for 10 seconds intervals, and you're gonna repeat that 3 times. Then take a kabuki brush or whatever brush you use to apply your mineral powder foundation and apply a little bit on your face. So in this case, I can see that the foundation is a bit too dark for my skin, so I'm gonna go on and add 3 more grams of zinc oxide. And then I'm gonna grind up everything again 3 times like I did before. So now I'm gonna try it on again. And I can see that it matches the skin tone of my face, so I'm gonna go on and transfer everything in my container. And voila, your mineral powder foundation is ready.
So there you have it. Now you know how to make your own natural mineral foundation, and this is great because they can be so expensive and it's so good that we can make our own with a few ingredients and no toxic chemicals. So as I said, we're gonna make a mattifying version of a mineral foundation, and the only thing you have to do is add some clay. And as I said, you can add some white clay or pink clay depending on your preference. So don't worry about the shade of your foundation because clay is not as pigmented as mineral powders, so it's not gonna really affect the color of your foundation. And all you have to do is add 2 grams of clay, whichever you prefer, and that is for a 10 grams foundation like mine. So this is more a recipe for a fair skin tone, but if you have a darker skin tone, you can add some black iron oxide or brown iron oxide instead of the yellow and the red or pink, and that will give you the right shade for your skin. Obviously, as I said before, you don't have a formula. You have to start with a 10 grams base of zinc oxide, and then you just keep adding colors until you reach the final consistency, the right shade for your skin. And it's more like a trial error thing because each skin tone is different. My skin tone is different from another fair skin tone. No one has the same exact skin tone, so you have to try on your skin as you go until you will reach the desired shade. It's really important, guys, though, that you don't try it on the palm of your hand only. You have to try it on your face without makeup, because obviously the face skin is a lot fairer than the skin on the rest of your body, and so you can never guess the right skin tone based on your hand or wherever else you try it. So have a mirror and have a kabuki brush or whatever you use to apply your foundation and just try it on your face. So we're finally done for today. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!